This is Dewsbury on the North Trans-Pennine Railway. Follow the markers over the footbridge to catch the train. Northern Trans-Pennine offers the ability to ride and drive both passenger and freight trains during a rundown, bygone era of British rail history. This Class 101 diesel mechanical multiple unit features a geared transmission, meaning the driver must throttle off, change gear, and then throttle up again to reach higher speed. Train Sim World allows you to ride and drive trains from a selection of internal and external camera angles. Let's take a look now by exploring the exterior of this train. Other internal and external camera views are available to be explored. These can be accessed from the number keys. You've only travelled a short distance here, so let's take a look at what else there is to enjoy. Take a trip back in time to the early 80s. Visit Manchester, Victoria before modernisation began. Travel up steep gradients and through the Pennines via Stanage Tunnel. Enjoy amazing views as you descend down to Huddersfield and continue onward through the equally impressive Morley Tunnel before finally arriving into the city of Leeds, which also features period-accurate station architecture. Along the way, you'll need to deliver newspaper bundles, clear away fallen logs, place route maps in stations and update the local advertising posters. Welcome to Northern Trans-Pennine.
Welcome to these Class 45 and Class 47 locomotives in BR Corporate Blue livery. This brief introduction will go through start-up, stopping and passenger door operations. To get the locomotive started, set the battery isolation switch. A lot of time will be spent in the locomotive cab, so climb aboard to get started. The master key is used to activate the control desk. The locomotive is now ready to be started. Use the straight air brake to hold the locomotive during the startup procedure. Release the brakes and allow the system to charge. Use the reverser to set the direction of travel. Marker lights are used to inform others around that this locomotive is active. Almost ready. Release the remaining brakes, the parking brake and straight air brake. Increase the throttle to start moving. Do not apply too much power too quickly. It's important to provide a smooth ride for passengers. Now let's try stopping at a station and boarding passengers. The key aspect is to make a gentle, controlled approach. Stopping a train in the right place is a skill that takes years of practice. It may take a few attempts to get it right. Give a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe, then unlock the doors. Boarding is now complete. Set the doors to locked. Good work. That is the basics covered. A manual can also be obtained that provides more detail about the full functionality of this locomotive and more. Welcome to this Class 101 diesel mechanical multiple unit in British Rail blue and grey livery. This brief introduction will cover startup, stopping and passenger boarding. A lot of time will be spent in the cab, so climb aboard to get started. The main switch is used to activate the control desk. Marker lights are used to inform others around that this train is active. This DMU has 4 engines across the whole unit, all of which need to be started. The rear of the train must be set up manually for each journey. Head over there now. Red marker lights are used to signify that this is the rear of the operational train. This unit is now ready to go. Head back to the lead cab. Give a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe, then unlock the doors. Boarding is now complete. Set the doors to locked. Use the reverser to set the direction of travel. This train features a gear system similar to cars on the road. To attain higher speeds, the active gear must be increased at the appropriate time. When accelerating and the RPM dial reads in the yellow zone, it is appropriate to change up a gear. The brakes on this train act like a water tap. The higher the setting, the faster the train will stop. Open the valve to select the desired pressure, then close it again to maintain that pressure. Increase the throttle to start moving. Do not apply too much power too quickly. It's important to provide a smooth ride for passengers. Up ahead, the maximum permitted speed will increase. As it does, it will be appropriate to increase to the next gear and the train will accelerate further. The process of changing gear has several steps. Reduce the engine RPM by setting the throttle to idle. Engage the new gear, then return to the desired throttle application. Let's try. Observe that the train now has the ability to accelerate to a higher speed. When the RPM dial reads in the yellow zone, repeat the gear change process to continue accelerating. To cruise at a constant speed, let's stop at the next station. The key aspect is to make a gentle, controlled approach. Stopping a train in the right place is the greatest skill of a train driver. It may take a few attempts to get it right. Depending on the speed of the train, begin braking between 1.5 and 1 mile from the station. Brake control on this train opens a vacuum, releasing pressure holding the brakes off the wheels. To maintain a specific pressure, close this valve by setting the handle to the lapped position. Use the control now to set the brake pressure dial to the indicated value. Aim to be doing no more than 25 miles per hour when the train reaches the platform, then come to a stop anywhere alongside. Well done. Practice makes perfect. Give a quick glance at the platform to ensure all is safe. Good work. That is the basics covered. A manual can also be obtained that provides more detail about the full functionality of this train and more.